evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, the Manchester Board of Mayor and Aldermen voted unanimously to annex the Bonnaroo grounds, and Tennessee has passed a COVID vaccination milestone. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
I can think of this wonderful little woman that I had. She said, I can't talk. There's nothing there. And she said, I want my voice back. After the first session, she was loud. I'll never forget this. She said, there's a voice in me still. Whether it's Parkinson's or a stroke or whatever, they are not at the bottom, but they can always get better.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
Welcome back. Our lead story in tonight's news is that on Tuesday night, the Manchester Board of Mayor and Aldermen voted to annex the Bonnaroo grounds. Jeff Cuellar of Bonnaroo Public Relations spoke at the meeting before the vote.
My name is Jeff Cuellar. I am the Festival's Director for the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival and have been part of it for all going on 20 years now. We're excited to appear before the board today to seek your approval for annexation for the Bonnaroo Farm into the city of Manchester. For the past 20 years, Bonnaroo has taken place just a stone's throw, right over here. But it's been just on the outskirts of Manchester, inside of Coffee County. It is one of the longest running, largest, and most attended camping music festivals anywhere on the planet. Bonnaroo is unprecedented in our longevity, and in fact, when we were here, we created the 7th largest city in the state. I think it goes back to 112 after the dust settles. We're talking over 100,000 people, over 85,000 attendees, and then additionally that staff, volunteers, and everybody coming on board. Of course, last year, sadly, we had to cancel the festival due to the pandemic we're still facing. But last week, we officially announced our lineup, and we went on sale. And right now, we are pulling record numbers coming in, so we are looking for a strong bounce back year. In addition, we've even launched Concerts on the Farm, which is a new socially distanced series to kind of help everyone get back into the groove of seeing live music. We're bringing world-class entertainers like Jason Aldean, Billy Strings, who just won a Grammy, John Party, the Avett Brothers. We are also working on a deal right now with CNT and actually having part of their award show filmed on the stage. So bringing, again, international notoriety to not only the festival grounds itself, but the city, county, and state. Of course, Bonnaroo 2021, Labor Day weekend, we understand the impact of what it means to be here and to be a part of the community. So it was important for us to have the festival this year. We know that impact. We know what it means. So why are we here tonight? We've always considered Manchester home. We got the Bonnaroo Burger, the Jiffy Burger, skate park. We've got a mural on the side of the rec center. I think I made a calculation earlier today. I've lived in 7 different cities throughout this great nation. I've lived overseas, but I've spent more time in Manchester and Coffee County than I have anywhere else on earth. This is home. This is home for us. And tonight we want to make it official. Bonnaroo, the farm, to be a part of Manchester. For the city, we believe there's upside here. For the 5 days Bonnaroo happens every year, we're looking at a $52 million impact on the state. And those are outside dollars. It's really important to note that 85% of our population that's coming in to attend the event are coming from outside of the state of Tennessee. That's bringing in new dollars, new money into the community, to the state. In the weeks leading up to the festival, Manchester sees a significant increase in economic activity for hotels, restaurants, our stores, places. But because Bonnaroo sits outside of the city of Manchester, the city's always missed out on collecting approximately $1.2 million in direct economic impact. Those are the collected sales from ticket taxes, food, beer, merch, everything, all the activity that happens on our property. The Bonnaroo Farm and its impact is significant. as you guys know. Additionally, through our partnerships that we've done before, and proof being in the pudding, we've done things like the ARC grant, where we are leveraging state dollars to do infrastructure projects that benefit everybody. For us, the farm, the upside of the annexation is certainly attractive. As I mentioned, we're one of the largest festivals in the country, but we're seeing increased competition. Our own company, we're putting on more festivals in more places. And to maintain that competitive advantage, to continue to produce the event that we do, we need a partner. We need someone that understands that the challenge that we face ahead. I think many of you heard that exit 112 is being shut down. And so thinking about the traffic, back from, if you remember, 2002, 2003, I think one of the harshest tongue lashings I ever received was from the trucking industry when we shut down I-24 due to that traffic. So looking at projects like the expansion of New Bushy Branch will allow us to maintain that competitive advantage, get patrons on property sooner, faster, and help everybody have a good festival. With the Bonnaroo Farm being the preeminent outdoor event grounds anywhere in the world, simply put, tonight cements that long-term partnership and keeps us here for the long term. We understand your responsibility, Alderman and Mayor, is to the citizens of Manchester, to the people. Your vote tonight should be measured not by a single metric of annexation being a good or a bad thing, but what it means to the taxpayers. We understand that we do not want the taxpayers to have any undue burden coming as part of this annexation. And that is why we, the Bonnaroo Farm and the festival, are, as part of this agreement, are willing to help take on that undue burden, or help to prevent that undue burden. We believe this is the right move moving forward, and a chance to bring millions of dollars, upgrades to not only the farm, or not only to the outside area, but to the city as a whole, to maintain that competitive advantage. Additionally, maintaining our presence with local police, fire, public safety as we have in the past. But even if the worst happens, we are here. We are here to help support. In a series, for voting tonight, you'll be approving an agreement which commits us to take the first step to this bright future, while still allowing the flexibility for the city to change course depending upon the projections coming from the Tennessee State Revenue Department and TDOT and the road expansion project we're looking at. The Bonnaroo Farm has a major turning point in its history with Manchester, and with the farm joining the city, its rightful home, we have our commitment to be your partner moving forward from here on. I'm glad to take any questions and get back to you. Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
What does caring look like? This is what caring looks like.
This is setting an example for others.
This is rising to the challenge.
This is doing what works.
This is doing my part.
This is doing your part.
Each of us individually.
Acting as one.
Keeping your distance, no matter how awkward it may seem.
This is wearing a mask.
Over your nose and mouth.
Like we are. Keeping our distance.
Each wearing masks.
Not under your chin.
Not above your head.
Not in your hand. But over your nose and mouth.
This is listening to the expert. If you'll just
wear one of these.
Caring makes community.
And this is what caring looks like.
Until COVID-19 is no longer a threat.
Until COVID-19 is no longer a threat.
Until COVID-19 is no longer a threat.
Now open in Tullahoma, Parkview Senior Living, an affordable, luxurious retirement community that active seniors love to call home. We encourage a healthy, independent lifestyle with few restrictions. Abundant amenities mean you live burden-free in a beautiful, safe home with other like-minded seniors. Still enjoy friends and family, along with your supplemental health care needs. See for yourself how wonderful retirement can be. Tour Parkview Senior Living today.
Welcome back. Also at the Manchester Board meeting, County Sheriff Chad Parton spoke about how the change would affect his deputies and also spoke as a citizen about how he felt about the annexation.
A very public debated thing on social media after tonight. And if anybody cared like me, they'd be up here. But they're not. Duly noted, right, John? It's pretty empty here for as big of an annexation project. That this is the biggest annexation in one leg I think the city's ever done in my lifetime. It's a double-edged sword for me. As your county sheriff, I've spent a lot of time on those grounds and conducted a lot of business out there over the last 18 or 20 years. So as sheriff of Coffee County, I welcome the annexation. Matter of fact, I wish y'all could have broadened it just a little bit more and took in a little more out there. Because my counterpart, Chief Yoder here, his staff, could relieve some of our stress. And, you know, if it does go through, we're going to help, but it's not going to be as much responsibility on my department in the county as it has been in years past. Now, with the annexation of the properties that New Era owns, it's going to be mixed. There's still several hundred acres of campground that's still going to be in the county. And we will have to work those and the entrances and so forth and whatnot, but we will work through those. Now, as a tax-paying citizen of the city of Manchester, I want to address this board to look back for the last several years of the partnership or lack of partnership that the county government has had with this group of individuals. All of you have lived in Coffee County ever since the creation of Bonnaroo. And I've stayed a dedicated county employee just about my whole career. And I've seen things come and go. I've seen us get surpassed in pay for our deputies, our ambulance service, our 911, our magistrates, our judicial magistrates. And I've sat and I've read articles in the paper, social media, local coffee shops, the feed mill, wherever it may be. And all the years, what about that Bonnaroo money? Where's that Bonnaroo money? Everything's Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo this, Bonnaroo that. Where's that Bonnaroo money? That's all I hear. I hear it at least 5 times a day. Even the inmates at your jail say, where's that Bonnaroo money? At least you could do something else as far as out here at the jail. It's routine. What breaks my heart is what has happened to that Bonnaroo? What did the Coffee County government do with that Bonnaroo money? And what do we have to show for it? What does Coffee County government, who you're basically taking this from, who has been receiving the revenues, what have they got to show for it? Where did it go? It sure didn't go and increase pay to my deputies, my corrections officers, our paramedics, our EMTs, our 911 dispatchers, our dog control, animal control, teachers. Where did it go? What happened to it? Think before you vote, because I don't want you to be starstruck. Nothing against my partners over here. I think more of those folks. Think about what you're going to do and what you're getting into, and think about the last 18 years of your sister government who has received those revenues. And what happened to them? How were they used? What were they put forth with? Where did it go? Don't put yourself in that same shape. Because this is going to be an impact to the city of Manchester. Your rates are going to be higher for the fire department, police department, overtime rate for Manchester police officers is a whole lot more than a 1403 stick sheriff of Coffee County. A whole lot more than the volunteer fire department going to a city paid fire department. Watch your funds. This is a public traded company. The parent company is Live Nation, or worldwide. They can buy Manchester. They can buy Coffee County. We live here. We're going to be living here when they're long gone. We lived here long before they got here. I welcome this partnership. There again, I revert back and say, I wish they'd take it all in. But I want to warn you, just as a citizen and as a long-time county employee, we haven't really benefited as the employees or the projects that we've had. I don't know. I'm not in financial management of the county. I just try to stay on my railroad tracks, stay in my lane. But as a lifelong citizen of the county and now a citizen for several years of the city of Manchester, I just want to make sure that you feel positive in the direction you're going to go and the partnership you're going to build, because you're fixing to invest in millions. They wasn't happy with the county. The county didn't make a good deal. That was happening for a reason. Now their next level of government's you. What kind of deal are you going to make with them? How's it going? What's the long-term investment? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
More news is coming up in just a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Just before the Manchester Board voted on annexation, Manchester Mayor Marilyn Howard spoke about why she sponsored the plan and why she thinks it's a safe decision for the city.
I did not step into this position as mayor lightly. I knew that this was on the table, and I knew that I wanted to see it from every step of the way. And I can tell you, when I was asked whose name do we put sponsoring this, when I put my name on that, I can tell you that tonight we're voting to annex and move it forward. What Ryan said about we do things, I heard that not from tourism, the Commissioner of Tourism. I heard that from TDOT. And there is a road, and I can tell you that it is not about the bottom line of the money, but there is a window of opportunity that can go on the road. And I can tell you, no one can imagine the hours and the hours of looking out for this community as far as just stepping into this for the annexation, as Attorney Ewell has done. We have labored over it to safeguard this community, and what we're doing tonight is we're saying yes to step into this, to find out where the revenue is, giving Bonnaroo an opportunity to step back, giving us an opportunity to step back, and to say, it sounds like a high risk. That road is TDOT is saying, we want to build that road. We're shutting down 112. So, it is a situation where I can assure you that I would not have put my name in sponsoring this. if I hadn't, I spent hours and hours studying this. And as we go forward, if there's not a safeguard, but I can tell you that we have an attorney who has looked at and tossed and spent hours and hours. And if we go forward, I can assure you that we will have someone that's looking out for our interests, and it is not greed on my part. It is and when I put my name on there, it is not. Yes, there's a window of opportunity that we can put that money on a road, but that is why I put my name on that line. So tonight we are saying, are we going to vote to annex and move forward? And there's no risk involved tonight that I can see. And I may be wrong, and it may be on my record, but I can tell you that I have spent hours and hours studying this. So has Mr. French that's done the same thing, Alderman French, but that is my comment. It sounds like a high risk tonight, but all we're saying is yes or no. Are we going to move forward?
Give a motion and second.
Yes.
Alderman French.
Aye.
Alderman Bellamy.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Messick.
Aye.
Alderman Nichols.
Aye.
Alderman Elam.
Aye.
And all of the different parts of the Bonnaroo Grounds annexation passed the board last night, or rather earlier this week, unanimously. We'll be right back in a moment after these commercial messages.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. On April 1st, Tennessee reached a vaccination landmark of 1 million Tennesseans being fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Approximately 22% have received at least one dose. Tennessee Health Commissioner Lisa Piercy said, quote, "We celebrate this milestone and expect to see this number increase as vaccine is more widely available. The hard work and dedication of our local health departments and statewide vaccine partners have helped us reach this significant moment in our fight against COVID-19. We are encouraged that Tennessee is increasing uptake, particularly among our elderly, minority, and underserved population. And at this point in the vaccine rollout, we are committed to access for everyone if they choose to receive a vaccine in a health department, a pharmacy, or a provider's office," end quote. Tennessee is committed to ensure equity in its COVID-19 vaccination plan. Tennessee Department of Health has been working with community partners, faith leaders, and healthcare advocates to help empower and inform underserved populations across the state. Over half of Tennesseans over the age of 60 have received their first dose, and nearly 2/3 of those over 70 have received their first dose. Meanwhile, over the past month, Tennessee's Hispanic population receiving at least one dose has increased from 3.9% to 12.9%, and Tennessee's black population receiving at least one dose has increased from 5% to 15%. You can find vaccination providers in your area by visiting vaccinefinder.org, where Tennessee County Health Departments across the state currently have appointments available for COVID-19 vaccinations. Book an appointment with your county health department at covid19.tn.gov. Those who need help scheduling a COVID-19 vaccination appointment with their local health department may call the Tennessee Department of Health Vaccine Support Line at 866-442-53 6301. Transportation resources are available with appointments when appointments are booked online or via phone. The Tennessee Department of Health reminds all Tennesseans to remain vigilant to prevent the additional spread of COVID-19. In addition to vaccination, wearing a face mask, maintaining social distance, and getting tested when exposed or sick are critical to controlling this pandemic. Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
Now open in Tullahoma, Parkview Senior Living, an affordable, luxurious retirement community that active seniors love to call home. We encourage a healthy, independent lifestyle with few restrictions. Abundant amenities mean you live burden-free in a beautiful, safe home with other like-minded seniors. Still enjoy friends and family, along with your supplemental healthcare needs. See for yourself how wonderful retirement can be. Tour Parkview Senior Living today.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The individuals with dementia, those with Parkinson's, those that have maybe mobility issues, need caregivers. Well, those caregivers are 24 hours a day at home, and they never get a rest. And if they have to go to work, they're kind of out of luck. So that's why Trinity came into existence 25 years ago, to allow the caregivers to have a safe center where they could put their loved ones, know they would be well cared for, stimulated, fed good nutritious meals, have activities to their level, and then the caregiver can stop by and pick them up and go on home and have some continuity into their life.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1919 at 86 degrees. Record low was in 2007 at 23 degrees. Average high on this day is 68, and the average low is 44. Mostly clear weather expected by tonight with a low of 53. Rain in the forecast for Friday with a high of 78 and a low of 58, and thunderstorms are possible on Saturday with a high of 71 and a low of 48. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.